Hi movers, this is a 20-minute gentle stress relieving flow. So let's get started. We're gonna be on our back in a supported bridge. So if you have a block at home, I suggest you use this. You can also use a book, a foam roller, you can roll up a towel. So anything that you have to utilize at home, go ahead and take that. So we're gonna place this block right underneath the sacrum. I'll actually just show you here. You're gonna place it right on the lower back. So right on the sacrum area of the lower spine here. And we're gonna actually lay down on the back, knees and feet about hip distance apart, placing the block right underneath on any level that feels good for you. Close your eyes. If you don't have a block, you can just start in shavasana, or you can take the knees as wide as the mat and just let the knees knock in. So whatever feels good for you. But we'll be here for a few breaths. Close your eyes, just relaxing the hands and the arms down at your sides. Let's take a few cleansing breaths. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Another longer breath in. Long breath out. One more inhale. And exhale. Allow yourself to settle in here, connecting into your breath and taking time to arrive in this space. Feel into the lower back. This posture should feel really good here. If you are having any pain in the lower spine, you can remove the block at any time. Gentle in-breath, gentle out-breath through the nose. Start to relax across the shoulders, across the throat, across the forehead. Relax the jaw, even down to the palms, the fingertips, the arches of the feet, the toes. Just allow the body to melt towards the mat. Letting go of distractions. And take a few more breaths to set an intention for today. Meditating on your purpose. Visualize progress. Invite manifestations. On your next inhale, gently remove the block out from underneath you. You can just set it off to the side. And we're going to take the feet as wide as the mat. Take the arms out to the sides like a T. Let both knees rock over to the left. Look over the right shoulder. And then switch sides. Let both knees knock to the right. Look to the left. And just continue rocking side to side. Massaging the back of the head. Starting to get a little twisting action. A little opening for the hips. And then bring it back to center. Let's hug the knees in towards the chest. Maybe sway a little bit side to side. And let's roll up into a seated position. Okay, so sitting up nice and tall here, I want you to feel the length in your spine. Relax the shoulders down away from your ears. Keep the crown of the head reaching upward. We'll start out with the neck. Bring the right ear down towards the right shoulder. Taking the right hand, place it over the left ear and applying some gentle pressure. So you just feel a stretch all the way up this left side of the neck. Just making sure not to press too hard. And then we'll slowly release. Circle the chin down towards the chest. Take the left hand, place it over that right ear. Elongate through that right side. Stay committed to the breath. And then circle the chin down towards the chest. Interlace the fingertips behind the head now. Once again, applying some gentle pressure. Hug the chin closer towards the chest. Maybe feeling that stretch all the way down the spine. Breathe into the back of the neck. Take a deep breath in. Open the elbows out to the sides. Lift the heart. Pause here for a moment. Just opening across the chest, the throat, the lungs. And then exhale, contract chin to chest, belly button to spine, hug it in, round. And inhale to open and lift. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. One more inhale. And exhale. Let's inhale, come back to a neutral spine, and we're going to twist to the right. So just taking the torso to the right side. You might feel a little bit limited, so it's okay if you can't go as far. We'll take the left hand down to the opposite knee, left hand to the right knee. Keep twisting and open the chest up towards the sky. Keeping the right hand behind the head, you can give that hand a little bit of pressure, a little bit of the weight from the head. So we're getting a little twist and a side bend at the same time. Sorry, a little twist and a back bend at the same time. Breathing here. And exhale, right hand comes down to the left knee, tuck the chin to the chest, round. And inhale, release. Let's go ahead and just switch the cross of the ankles. So whichever one you had in front, we will switch it now. Interlace the fingertips behind the head, take a breath in. Exhale, twisting left. Bring the right hand to that left knee. Inhale, open up through the chest. Sorry about my cat. One more breath here. And exhale, bring it back to center. Left hand to that right knee, chin to chest. And inhale, release, placing both hands back onto the knees. Let's begin to circle the torso to the right side. So staying nice and grounded and rooted through the sits bones. But we're finding a little bit of freedom in the upper body. So just be very open and free to find movement however feels good for you. Change direction. You can even just sway a little bit side to side. And let's come back to center. Let's bring both knees out to one side and come into tabletop position. So we're coming onto the hands and the knees, feeling down into your foundation, pressing down through the palms, pressing down through the tops of the feet. Let's align here so that our wrists are directly underneath the shoulders, the knees are underneath the hips, the knees are hip distance apart. And let's start moving through cat-cows. On your inhale, let's lift the chest, arch the spine, reach the crown of the head to the tail. And exhale, round, chin to chest, press away from the floor so you feel the shoulder blades spread. And again, inhale, lift. And exhale to round. One more time, inhale to lift. And exhale, round. Inhale, come back to a neutral spine. Shifting the hips to the left, let's walk the fingertips over to the right side. Okay, so you're gonna keep the hips lifted, so don't allow the hips to sit back towards the heels. Can you guys still see me with the animals there? Okay, so let's move the hips to the left, walk the fingertips to the right. I want you to bow the head down, just relax the neck. So as you're stretching here, you should feel this all the way up the left side body. Take one more breath here. And then inhale, walk it through center. Let's take the other side. Shift the hips to the right, walk the fingertips to the left, bow the head, relax the back of the neck. And inhale, come to center. All right, we're gonna go into a deep chest and shoulder opening position. So I want you to keep the hips to the best of your ability right over the knees. Siren, you have to move. Hey, 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 move, 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 move. Yoga at home, you feel me? Okay. All right, so the hips are directly over the knees to the best of your ability. We're gonna walk the arms forward as far as you can, so you melt the chest all the way down to the floor. You can rest the forehead down to a block, or you can rest the chin all the way down. Take a few breaths here. Feeling that opening through the shoulders, the chest, maybe a bit of the arms. Keep the tailbone, the sits bones reaching up high. Start to draw the belly in. And inhale, shifting the weight forward. Press down into the forearms. Come all the way down onto the tummy. All right, we're gonna come into Sphinx pose. So stacking the elbows directly underneath the shoulders here, keeping the feet about hip distance apart, press down through the tops of the feet, spread the fingertips wide. Let's traction the elbows back. So pull the forearms back towards you so that the heart can come forward through the gate of the shoulders. You should feel a nice realignment of the spine, nice activation in the back body. Breathe here. And exhale. Stacking one forearm on top of the other, we're gonna bring the left side of your face down to the mat, and then drawing that left knee up along the floor. Take a few breaths here in sleeping baby pose. This should feel nice for the hip and the lower back. Quite a restorative pose. And let's inhale, lengthen the left leg. Let's switch sides. So facing the right side of the face down and drawing that right knee up along the floor. Just close off your eyes. Enjoy these slow moments. And inhale, let's lengthen that right leg down, pressing the wrists directly underneath the shoulders. Let's lift it back into a child's pose. So your choice if you'd like the knees together to lengthen the lower back, or if you want the knees out wide, you can touch the toes together in the back for a bit more of a hip opener. Walk the arms forward, surrender the mind down to the mat. Breathe. One more cycle of breath here. On your next inhale, let's lift up into our first downward facing dog, keeping the wrists shoulder width apart, the knees and the feet hip distance apart. Let's lift the sits bones up towards the sky, downward facing dog. Take a few moments just to arrive in this posture. I like to wiggle around, shake out the neck, bending one knee at a time, keeping that spine nice and long, pressing the hips up and away from the wrists as much as possible. Start to draw the ribs in, the belly in, relax the neck. Keep those sits bones reaching high. If your hamstrings are really tight today, always modify by bending the knees, keeping the spine long, continuing to reach the energy down through the heels. They don't have to touch. And let's exhale, come up high onto the toes, bend the knees, look towards the top of the mat. Let's walk the feet forward, up to the hands, keeping the feet hip distance apart. Let's grab the elbows and just sway a little bit side to side. See if you can bring your weight a little bit forward towards the ball of the feet, towards the toes. So we stack the hips over the heels. And let's bend the knees, slowly roll the spine all the way up to standing. Take a few breaths at the top here, roll the shoulders back. Let's place the right hand over the center of the chest, the heart center, and the left hand over the belly. Feeling into your rhythm, noticing any changes in your breath. Allow the breath to fill the hands. Let's blink the eyes open. Stepping towards the top of your mat, we're going to bring the feet together. We're just going to practice a few low lunges, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach the arms out to the sides and up. Let's lift up, lengthen up, touch those palms together. Exhale, forward fold, bow forward from the hips. Relax the neck at the bottom. You can always choose to take a little bend in the knees here. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, bend the knees. Lunge it back with the left leg. So send the left leg back, softening the left knee down all the way to the mat. Now, if you have any knee sensitivity, you can roll the mat over for a little extra cushioning. Placing the left knee behind the left hip, the right knee right over the ankle. So you just feel an opening on the front side of the left hip, which is our hip flexor. Let's inhale, sweep the arms up. On your exhale, bend the elbows out to the sides, lift the chest. So we're cactusing the arms, opening up through the front body. Inhale again, sweep the arms forward and up. Exhale, cactus. One more time, inhale, breathe up, lengthen up, and exhale. And planting the hands down, let's step the back foot forward. Use your core to tuck it in here. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Now let's bend the knees and take the right leg back. Right leg lunges back, soften the right knee down behind the right hip. If you're feeling a little bit unstable here, take the inner thighs, try to squeeze them to center and use your core to stabilize as well. Squeeze the belly in. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, cactus. One more deep breath. And exhale. Go ahead and plant the palms so the hands frame the foot. Curl the back toes under, step the back foot forward. Inhale right into halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward folds. Let's bend the knees. And come into a seated position. Doing great, guys. All the way down onto your mat. Similar to how we started, we're going to take the right shin in front of the left. Sit up tall. Find your grounding. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, walk the fingertips forward any amount. Okay, very important here that you just find your stretch and just bow the head. So breathing into the right hip. Take one more breath here. Just finding a little sway side to side. And then inhale. Let's ease our way back up. And we're gonna switch the cross of the ankles. So taking the left shin in front, take a deep breath in. And exhale, walking the fingertips once more forward, any amount that feels good for you. Relax the neck, draw the belly in to support that lower back. Finding a little sway side to side. And inhale, slowly come up. All right, we're gonna make our way down, back down onto our mat for a restorative twist. So you can hug the knees in towards the chest to start, circling the knees, or swaying side to side. All right, plant the feet down to the mat, arms out to the sides like a T, and shifting the hips to the right side, let both knees rock over to the left. Try to stack the knees and stack the hips one on top of the other. Knees to the left, gaze over to the right, close your eyes. And just feeling that space created between each vertebrae. This is not very relaxing, is it? Okay, let's switch sides. Inhale, knees back to center. Let's shift the hips to the left. Let both knees stack and rock over to the right. Gazing over the left shoulder, close your eyes. Bless you. Inhale, bring the knees back to center. Let's hug them in towards the chest one more time. And then exhale, lengthen the legs all the way down to your mat. Arms down at your sides, coming into shavasana. So leaving a little space between the arms and the torso. Face the palms up towards the sky, open to receive. Let the ankles naturally relax out to the sides. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Breathe it out the mouth. Allowing for this time of rest, reintegration, of peace. And staying here in shavasana for as long as you'd like. Namaste.